What up, Stackers? BigstackMcgee here. How are you doing? It is July 2nd, 2020, and it's been a little while since I've made a video, and just wanted to check in and let everyone know what's been going on. First of all, everything, my family and everything like that is going just fine. Kids are doing great. They're enjoying their summertime. Probably staying up later than they should. There's not as many activities for them to be going and doing right now. In fact, all the summer stuff that they normally do, all of it has been canceled, which makes for a real chaotic and makes the house seem a lot smaller when no one goes anywhere. I mean, we try to make sure that everyone gets outside every day and at least get some exercise and spend some time out in the sun, but there's only so much that you can do. But I'm sure that's true for everybody. Just for me, I've continued to stack. I've got a couple other packages just like this. I'm going to try to get back in the game here just a little bit and unpackage some of these. Like, for instance, this package I am certain I ordered 2 months ago and wanted to make sure I made a video when I opened it, and so I just kind of let it sit in the collection. And so finally have an opportunity to, and some private time to be able to make a video. So that's what's basically happening right now. I'm continuing to stack, but not as rapid as in the past, especially with the prices climbing, which has been great to see that the value is being considered higher than normal. But it also makes me pause for just a little bit and not want to stack nearly as much. In fact, I don't think I've made a purchase for precious metals in the last 6 to 7 weeks, and I have 3 other packages waiting to be opened, all different kind of stuff. Right now, I only have one place online that I'm ordering from. I'm not even going to say where it's from, but it just so happens that this particular place does not charge me state sales tax. Every single other online bullion vendor that I've encountered mandatorily adds that in to their calculations. So I have one place that I'm able to get stuff online, and so it makes for some, and it's, of course, it all depends on what they have available in stock as well. So that makes it a challenge. And then my local coin store, I say local in parentheses, simply because it takes me over an hour to get there. I've not even been there in a couple months, just because their hours have been wonky, and I don't know. I'm just not too keen on traveling when I don't know that there's bargains to be had and things like that. So basically where it's at right now is I'm just kind of watching the deals. I do have some money to be spent on some precious metals, kind of sitting on it right now, and kind of stacking cash, as it were, waiting for either the price to come back down a little bit or for just a little bit more reassurance that I'm not going to need that cash in the near future. So I'm going to go ahead and unpackage what I picked up, talk about it just a little bit, and then I'll talk a little bit about my plan moving forward. So anyway, it's good to be back. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Okay, so I jumped on this train way later than most of you. Theirs was deals with the price of platinum plunging a couple months ago. And of course, after it seemed like, remember when silver dropped down to $12 and the prices were all out of whack, a couple places started getting some inventory back. And the place that I picked this up had some of this in inventory, and the price slashed down. And I don't remember exactly what it was. Low 800s for platinum. I'm trying to remember. But bottom line, I picked it up at a good time, and I was considering buying gold at the same time, and it just so happened that this deal came up, and I thought, you know what, why not? It's my first American platinum coin. I do have a 1 ounce platinum Australian platypus from a few years back, but this makes the second platinum coin that I've picked up. not a huge like platinum lover or anything like that, but it seemed like at the price that I was able to pick this up is as low as it's ever been for me as I've kind of tracked metals prices. So long-term outlook in terms of platinum, I've done my own research and whatever, and I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's, I prefer to have more gold, but this may appreciate, and I may be able to pick up gold with this later on. Who knows, in a trade at a coin store or whatever. But so yeah, 2020 Platinum Eagle. Other thoughts. Let's go back to stacking future stuff. So right now, for both my wife and I, we're in the same field, and our jobs are basically, we're doing okay for right now, but in the future, depending upon what happens with all of the business with returning back to normal and things like that, our particular industry that we're in may experience issues that may not be as steady a job outlook as we would like. So for that reason, I am stacking cash more. So I mean, with you guys, if you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know that I paid off our mortgage. We have no debt, which is fantastic. Our income is pretty great, and so I've got a stack of cash that I'm sitting on, but partly I don't quite know what the future holds. I do have a fully funded emergency account that I got at least 6 months of expenses, if not more than that, in there. And in addition to that, I have metals money that I have stacked, and I'm kind of waiting. I don't know. I feel like I could easily pick up some of the pieces that I would like and have wanted, but it's hard for me to pull the trigger spending $1,900 on a 1 ounce gold coin when I recently picked up one for several hundred less than that. So partly I'm not in any hurry, let's put it that way. So I'm going to be a opportunity purchaser. So not that I'm necessarily hoping for metals to crash again. And I don't always say crash, they're always going to fluctuate, but it's trending more and more upwards. And right now, with the amount of metals that I have in my stack, I'm not in any hurry to accumulate more. So I was very grateful for all of the low price silver and gold that I picked up throughout the years. That it's nice to see how the value of all of that ticks up. I have a spreadsheet that I have all of my stack cataloged now, and all I have to do is simply enter the spot prices, and it gives me the melt value for every piece that I have. And of course, some stuff I have is not just straight up bullion, and some of it has some collector value to it. But I don't have a way of tracking that at the moment. I've just tracked melt value, and it's astounding for me to see how that trends upward, especially when the spot prices tick up. It's amazing. So that's been I don't know, a bright spot if you want to look at it that way. But other than that, like I said, job security, I feel pretty comfortable going into the next quarter. Beyond that, into 2021, there's just a lot of question marks. So there could either be a lot more work, or it could be that my services are not needed in the same capacity. I don't think I'm going to have to necessarily move, but I might have to change what I do in my industry, and that's all I can say on that without getting too a little more specific. But it's the first time in 20 years of working that I've really felt like I'm not sure if I'm going to be continuing in the same career that I started. So I know that that's probably true for many of you out there. There's a lot of unrest, when you're dealing with a world like we are in 2020. There's so many question marks, and for those of you that are out there and sitting pretty, fantastic. I'm happy for you. For those of you that are suffering in one way or form, whether it's economically, hard to find work, whatever it is, I wish you the best. I know that I just want things to get better, and I just hope the best for all of you guys out there. So beyond that, like I said, I have 3 other packages. I'll probably open up one each week or something like that. I'll try to be making some more videos now that I have a little bit more space and time to be able to do that. But that's it for right now. 1 ounce platinum added to the stack. And yeah, that's it for right now. It's BigstackMcgee. Great to be able to check in. I hope everyone's doing great. And we'll talk to you real soon. Take care.